So I'm going to stop talking about fast food joints and start talking about this next match. Critter versus Cha0tic. Is this a Denton fight?
Yeah, I believe Critter's from Denton, yeah.
Yeah.
Or, they're formerly from Denton, at least. I know Cha0tic moving around a little bit in the DFW area.
Right. Cha0tic's such a great guy. He was actually casting a little bit before I got onto the mic.
Yeah, very pleasant.
And he's going to be playing the frog in this game. Greninja will be making an appearance. Now, going off against a character like Ike, what are some of the key things we need to look out for when we look at this matchup as a whole?
So I think a big part of this is going to be whether or not Critter can nail down Cha0tic's movements. Because Ike has, he's got the disjoint. He's got the hitboxes that can challenge the stuff that Greninja can do, but the downside is that his hitboxes all are very committal and they're very slow, and so he's going to have to put them in the right place. Just like that, falling with the neutral, actually whiffing. Cha0tic not quite getting the opportunity to punish afterwards, but whenever Cha0tic is trying to come in or like space those forward airs, it's going to be very crucial where Critter places all of his stuff. Like right there, actually doing a really good forward air, catching him out of the double jump, getting a little bit of extra damage off of that.
That damage is going to be big. We're already noticing that with every single one of Critter's approaches, Cha0tic instinctively is going into shield. And because Ike gets so much off of grabs, this could really play into what Critter's hoping to establish in this game.
Yeah, definitely something scary for Ike in general. That's sort of like a big part of his game plan. It's like, I got this big hole in there. You better be scared. I'm turning it around. And then you shield. And it's like, oh yeah, also, by the way, I also have grab combos. Let me show you.
He's like I guess, would you consider Ike maybe like a half grappler then? If you had to look at him?
I'd consider him a bruiser.
Oh, okay.
Like, we're not really a grappler. He is like, oh, yeah, those hurt.
Can we talk about how slick
Ooh.
both of those actions were? I mean, both of them were so slick. The quick sneak to get back onto the stage, as well as the run-off bear Critter. It's turning out to be a fantastic set already, even though this is just the first stock. So, Cha0tic losing it to the dash attack. Let's take a moment and figure out what he needs to do to get back into the game.
What he really needs to do, that is one of the big things. Actually landing, falling neutral airs, that's where Greninja gets a lot of his damage output, and I think that was the first one he landed in the entire game. So if he wants to be keeping the his damage output exchanges roughly equivalent to Critter's, he does need to start landing more of those. Almost gets the forward, and that probably would have ended the stock if he did.
Yeah, he's got. I think he has the percent to end the stock. It's just a matter of finding the option.
Oh! That was a good option to end the stock, most certainly.
That was great. And when you're looking at Critter, he's probably thinking, all right, I got to probably avoid something like the forward air here. I'm just going to air dodge, and Cha0tic's like, okay, thank you for the stock.
Gotcha.
You've been flying with Greninja Airlines. Have a great flight.
Oh, interesting choice with a little up B there.
A quick little hydro pump.
Oh,
and down tilt. He's been actually getting some nice utility with that option.
Yeah, he does actually get some pretty good combos off of it.
I guess it's tough because, outspacing Ike can be really scary because he has that massive disjoint to work with, but the down tilt is just such a quick poking option, and Cha0tic's able to find some great follow-ups afterwards.
Yeah, definitely choosing the opportunities to use his down tilt correctly, and even then putting himself in the position, and again putting himself in the position where he is able to utilize it.
Why do I feel like saying boop every single time Cha0tic gets one of those down tilts? Boop.
It does look like a little boop. He just kind of reaches his foot up. These boops here.
I was looking for the boops, and instead we're going to be seeing the nairs. And the pivot F-tilt actually was like really smart from Cha0tic.
Yeah, especially since he ended the stock last time with the charge up smash with the air dodge bait, and understanding that Critter is intelligent enough to see the trap coming again, and instead adjusting and doing something else.
We need to see Critter's intelligence in this next game. Game 1 going to be finished with another fantastic up smash to take the stock.
Yeah, very good placing on that, understanding his opponents going to be jumping around in the air like that. And actually kind of like, there were a couple of situations where that already happened, where like Cha0tic could have potentially gone for the up smash, would have been a little bit too early, kind of like a little too wild. But that time, recognizing the situation, understanding it's going to happen again, and that time was definitely ready to capitalize on it.
Now the real question is Cha0tic taking a Snapchat or sending a text message? Okay, we know he's sending a text message, but let's take a snap back at that last game, right? So Critter game, first stock comes out on top, winning a lot, and then Cha0tic all of a sudden it feels like he gets like this second wind, right?
Yeah, he started landing neutral airs, he started landing down tilts, he started getting great conversions, and in general I feel like just getting a better feel for how Critter wanted to play. He did get grabbed a couple times in neutral, but that's something you kind of expect whenever you play Ike. You're not going to be able to dodge them all, because if you are, you wouldn't necessarily want to dodge them all, because if you are dodging them all, then you're moving around in positions where he could be hitting you with his big old sword. And sometimes it's better to to condition your opponent in that way. Be like, okay, yeah, I'll let you grab me to let you know that down the line that you should be going for more grabs. So then I can be, you know, playing accordingly.
I want to figure out what Critter's answer is going to be actually to the down tilt in particular.
Yeah.
Even though it didn't do a whole lot of damage outright, I think to some extent it helped Cha0tic regain the spacing game.
Absolutely. That will help them get the spacing game going. It also just helped them secure kills, which is one of the most important parts of this game. You know, if you don't end your opponent's stock, you can't actually win. Right? Go to time, but more often than not, you have to end your opponent's stock to win the game.
Especially whenever we have a matchup between these two particular characters. And right now, Critter's doing a good job, I think, of acquiring some of that damage. I want to see him take the stock in the next 30% or so.
Yeah, I'm definitely going to be looking for it. Doing a really good job just controlling space, not letting Cha0tic back onto center stage.
Cha0tic, ooh, rolling into the aerial from Critter.
Oh, that was brilliant.
The cleanest recovery, recovering out to avoid the eruption, then right back in whenever the active frames were gone. Really smart play from Cha0tic.
Yep, that does just leave him with his stock intact, though he still needs to make this comeback.
And it triggers the counter, but he hits it at such an angle where it doesn't actually connect. Critter so far 0 for 2, I believe, in this set in regards to counters.
Nice
three-piece.
jab. Oh, that was interesting. Nice run-up shield. Nice safe way to beat the falling neutral air.
Yeah, nice everything really from Cha0tic at this point.
Oh,
another dash attack
from Critter.
2 for 2.
2 for 2 on dash attacks.
Yeah.
Oh.
3 for 3? Anything you can do, I can do better. Cha0tic trying to make a statement as he's trying to take the stock from Critter.
Yeah, a little bit too early for that especially killing, though. Does need to rack up a bit more damage before he can be sealing this stock. And then lots of stuff that Critter can potentially be hitting with now will be leading to big damage. Gonna have to look out for the falling neutral air, the grabs. Ooh, super close.
And he's just nicking away at Critter with these quick shurikens. And that time, Critter may have been trying to predict the runaway shuriken and gets caught off guard by the forward air. Ooh. Trying to get tricky and stuff the recovery from Critter. He's not having it today, though.
Okay, nice falling down there, mixed with landing recovery, and actually catching him out of the side B a little bit too high to be sweet spotting to that ledge. Cha0tic bringing it nice and close, back to even.
He was down by
a lot.
I'd say probably like 80% at the beginning of that game.
Oh, this shield pressure, though, using the down tilt. Recognizing that it didn't actually connect, did land on shield, so added the pressure afterwards with the jab. Both players trying to play a little bit safe.
Oh, solid shield though from Critter. Trying to put it all on the line with the F smash.
They're trying to call out an up B onto the center stage. Nice harassment by Cha0tic, not letting his opponent just jump around in the air.
I like it.
I like it.
He's using all of his character's tools really nicely rather than running blindly into one of the long hitboxes that Ike has.
Yeah.
And again, that quick turnaround F tilt. Special grants him a lot of control of the stage, but wow! Gives it all up trying to go for a very stylish edge guard.
Yeah, definitely looking to catch. If he did land the water there, push him away, may have been in stock. But now getting him up to high percents. At about this percent, sweet spot up smash will kill, so Critter needs to be playing around that information. Those jumps, kind of risky. Those are targets for Cha0tic to be able to run in and get that up smash kill.
Yeah, and beyond that, it's also going to make him fall victim to a lot of the shurikens that Cha0tic's been throwing out as well. I really do want to see a bit more of the grounded play, some great perfect shielding from him as well. Options like that I think are going to help him maybe get back into this game. He needs to, again, take the stock to stay in the set. And the
low profiling.
That dash attack. And again, keeping his feet actually planted that time.
Yeah.
Avoiding the shuriken, getting the KO that he needs to stay in the set. So now game 3. We're seeing
3 for 3.
Yeah.
3 for 3 on dash attacks now.
So are we tied for dash attacks and up
we're
smash
tied for dash attacks up smash.
Perfect. Perfect. So now adaptation back and forth. We're seeing that Critter is starting to maybe adapt a bit more to the shurikens. We wanted him to. What else does he need to adapt to in order to ensure he can take this next game and take the set?
The one adaptation he already did make was that understanding the positioning when Cha0tic is going to be in the right spot to be using down tilt and still shielding again afterwards, which takes care of part of the problem. The other problem was that he was still getting pressured afterwards. Also, not really able to pin Greninja down off stage, which isn't too surprising considering it's Greninja. He's kind of slippery. No pun intended. But,
there's a frog joke in here somewhere.
yeah. Yeah, so far I've been doing a pretty good job. Like saving the dash attack as a kill move, like sort of like how Cha0tic did with the up smash at the end of game 1. No, kind of holding it in reserve, keeping playing it kind of tight to the chest until he knows that it will actually work. So as long as he keeps that play up, and if Cha0tic does not see those opportunities when Critter is going to actually be going for the dash attack, yeah, I mean that's a recipe for success for him.
Again, it's scary because you might be expecting something like the dash attack, and right there you can see he's going for these grabs. But generally speaking, at these low percents is when we're going to be seeing Critter go for a lot of the grabs, whereas at higher percents he's been tending to go for things like short hop bear, as well as the dash attacks that you touched on before.
Ooh. Okay, so now he's 1-3, so it's still a pretty good record on the dash attack.
Yeah. Ooh, and 1-3 on the counter that time, though, getting a lot of control of this stage.
Wow.
I was about to comment on how he gave up so much of the control of the stage for free, but it was all just a really smart bait, actually, from Critter. Running back, then turning around to come for the dash attack as Cha0tic was thinking that this was his time to really put his foot on the pedal.
Cha0tic, though, getting grabbed, starting to get a little bit of damage going. Neutral air chains with that. That dash attack does 19%. I just like to point that out really quick. Just not a move you generally want to be trading with.
Yeah, it's not something that you want to be taking lightly, and you will not take it lightly either.
Oh, no. Okay, wow. Nice falling neutral air. Going to set up for damage. Okay, good recovery.
Man, I still got scared.
Yeah.
I still got scared.
Oh, Cha0tic getting cut off guard by the side B. Looking for the air dodge, but doesn't actually get it.
And then we're seeing what was one of the keys to success for Cha0tic to make a comeback previously, just running back, throwing out a lot of shurikens, but we're seeing a lot more zone breaking tools now from Critter as a retaliation to that particular option. Great grab. He's going to get right through that attempted counter. That was a punish opportunity. Would have been enough, I think, for him to get back into this game, still down by so much, and Critter on the verge of coming out on top here.
Critter going a little bit of wild there. That up smash probably would have killed if it hit with the rage that he has. But yeah, that will be enough to finish the stock. The falling neutral at high percent. Going to lead to that forward air. Now Cha0tic is back in the game.
Final stocks for both players. Final game as well.
Oh, a little bit too late on the up air.
Getting around the eruption yet again. And beautiful. Love it. He's just running up and shielding this time. Wasn't really expecting the high percent grab. It's not something that we've seen from Critter all that often.
Nice little string by Cha0tic, putting a little more damage on the board. Moving back, I like that, making sure that his opponent can't actually actively attack him as he's falling, and still able to punish the landing with that dash grab. Oh, nice punish out of shield down before he does have the double jump.
Cha0tic actually coming back into this game. He was down so much previously, but the dash attack, it won't be enough. Holding onto the stock and hanging onto this ledge, he has to make the perfect decision. And actually, the jump off ledge, one of the few times tournament winner, I guess, works out. Am I right?
Okay, yeah, plenty of time to decide how he wants to punish the dash attack. Oh, a little bit too late on the F smash.
Another whiff punish, but Cha0tic at least has the stage control to show for it. Critter, though, taking it right back with that side B.
Yep, side being extra high, so he knows that he can hit Cha0tic out of the startup of his up B. And that back air.
The adaptation, again. That was one of the few times that we saw Critter, in order to get to the point where he would avoid the water shuriken, actually use his double jump.
Yeah.
And as he was falling, Cha0tic in his mind was thinking, okay, this is my chance.
Yeah, he's vulnerable. I'm going to go in. And Ike's like, hey, by the way.
By the way. It's like a backhand with the blade.
Yeah.
It's pretty cool.
It's like a backhand with like a telephone pole.